Okay, so we are going to begin working in watercolor, and our end goal with the watercolor is going to be creating realistic skin tone. So, we're going to talk about a couple of different things, and one of them is the colors that you have in your paint set. So, I am just going to find um, a section of my sketchbook, and we're going to just talk about the color that you have in your paint set, um, and how we're going to use it. So this is more for introductory purposes than anything that you guys have to do. I am looking for a marker though. Okay. Any marker will do. Okay. This is not the marker I wanted, but it'll work. So if we look at your watercolor set, you guys have one different color than I do. I made a mistake when I was filling this one, honestly, and I grabbed a different color. So I have this random color here, and you guys have this kind of turquoisey blue in this spot. So that's a difference that you have. You don't have this strange color. But you'll notice if you look at your watercolors, you are maybe saying to yourself, Mrs. Hughes, we don't have anything that looks like we can use to make skin color, right? A lot of times when people go to paint, they want to use brown to make skin color, okay? Um, and realistically, that sort of works, but it doesn't make the most realistic skin color, because if we think about all the different colors of skin, or if you even just look at your face, or for instance, your hand, either from the top or from the bottom, it's not just one color, right? It has spots that are warmer or more um, pinky or fleshy looking. Usually across the people's knuckles is a little bit warmer. You'll have cooler spots where you can see blue or green in the shadows, and it fluctuates from one color to the next really kind of smoothly. So it's important for us to recognize that skin tone comes in a rainbow of colors, and that nobody is just one color. And so we're going to learn how to make skin tone by learning about complementary colors. So when I look at my paints here, this first color is yellow. I cannot write on the crease of that tablet. So this first color here is my yellow. And first color is both. So this color a lot of people think of as orange. It's not orange. It's a golden yellow. So we have two yellows in our palette. This next color here is a color called Quin Violet. And so it is a purple. Okay. These next two colors are both red. This is called Red Rose. And this one is called Cad Red Light. Most days when we paint, we are going to call this color orange. All right, we're going to affectionately label this guy orange. So just to review, so that you're not confused, these two colors are both yellow. This is not orange, this is yellow. And you'll see that when we put water in it, that it's definitely not orange on a piece of paper. It only looks orange here. This one is purple, this one is red, and this is the one we're going to call orange. Both of these guys here, they're super dark. It's hard to tell the difference between them. They are both blue. This guy is sap green. And this, we'll call it black, but it's actually a color called Payne's Gray. I use Payne's Gray rather than just black because it's a more interesting color. It looks nicer on a piece of paper, which means it looks nicer in a painting. We actually won't use the black in the palette. I'm going to show you how to make a black that actually turns out better. The problem when we make portraits is if you use actual black in a portrait, it's an unnatural looking color, and it ends up just being a little too harsh. And so I'm going to show you how to make a dark neutral that will give us something that makes a better black. So there you go. That's kind of a walkthrough of the palette colors.